Okay, so we're talking about the leaderboard workout on Fridays, prepared programming. We have an 8-minute AMRAP of 2 dumbbell snatch with your right arm or with one arm, 2 dumbbell snatch with the other arm, and then 2 strict handstand push-ups. You'll then go to 4, 4 and 4, 6, 6 and 6, and keep adding 2 reps every successful round. The RX load is 32.5 for the guys and 22.5 for the girls, so 70 or 50 pounds, the same weight that we saw in the quarterfinals. And really important, the handstand push-ups is to the new standard that they use in the open. So don't be lazy. Get a tape measure out, get your tape out, and just set up that tape line 10 inches away from the wall and 30 inches long. The reason you should do these things is it was challenging, and that looks like the way the standard is going to be used. It was used again in the quarterfinals, and we need to be ready to use those all the way through the year so that when they come in competition, it's not going to be a shock to your system again. One thing that I've seen, I've seen on Instagram, people doing their handstand push-ups, they're not using the tape line, okay, in their training. And I've seen people doing the wall-facing ones, and they're doing a cartwheel to kick up to the wall, even though you had to do a wall walk in competition. So sticking to the standards that we used in competition and practicing those in training is going to pay off massively next time you have to compete and you have to use those standards. So try to be strict and be professional and get those things out, especially if you want to compete in CrossFit. My advice here, obviously this is with these type of workouts, it's very tempting to start super fast, and that fatigue can build up really quickly. So just knowing your pace as well, especially if handstand push-ups is not a great movement for you, or if the dumbbell is already quite heavy for you, starting off a little bit slower so that you're not hitting a wall by the time we get to 6 or 8 handstand push-ups and having to take huge breaks. So even if that means on the 4s, you're breaking up the handstand push-ups into 2 and 2 to start off with, to allow you to progress further in the workout, then that is what I would go for. The scaled version, of course, this is relatively heavy, so we can scale down the load on the dumbbell if needed. So just reduce that down so that you can move that dumbbell relatively well. And then if you want to, you can scale it down to a kipping handstand push-up, but still sticking to that same standard of using the line on the floor. So try and be really strict that you're using that standard, even if we're going for kipping reps. But good luck this week on the leaderboard, and we'll see those scores come in on Friday.